if you are looking to import or buy a car this year, this video is something you really need to watch. I'm going to explain to you how you can safely, quickly, and cost efficiently import your car from Japan to Kenya. And the process I'm going to share, this is the process everyone follows. Whether you want to import a car to come and sell in a showroom, or you want us to facilitate the importation process for you, this is the process everybody follows. This is how cars are imported from Japan to Kenya. I'm James from Best Cars for Sale in Kenya Limited. We are the best car importers. That said, let's dive into the importation process. Step number one, we need to agree on the specs. At this point, you are the one who tells us the car you want. Whether you want a new model 2024 Audi Q5, or you want a small car, maybe a 2017 Toyota Passo, any car you want, we'll be able to ship it for you. You only tell us the color, the engine capacity, the preferred mileage, the drivetrain, whether you prefer a two-wheel or wheel drive or a four-wheel drive car, as well as the fuel type, whether you want a petrol, diesel, or a hybrid engine. Step number two, guys. Now, at this point, you are going to make a small commitment deposit. We call this the bidding deposit. At this point, we are going to dive into the auction because all cars that are being sold in Japan, majority of them are sold through what is called an auction. And here, the moment these cars are put in that market, because the auction is basically a marketplace for cars, before they are put there, they are thoroughly inspected. Because the cars we import from Japan to Kenya, they are the same units that are available for sale in the showrooms locally. They are not brand new. They are about 8 years old, 2017 model, 2018 models, and because of that, somebody was using them. So, before they are put in the auction, these cars are thoroughly inspected. They check for several factors. One, whether your car has ever had engine problems. They also check whether the car has ever been involved in an accident. They check the odometer reading and whether it is genuine. On the interior, they check whether the car has tear and wear, whether it has stains. On the dashboard, whether there are scratches or dents. On the exterior, they check whether your car has ever been repainted, whether any part has ever been replaced, whether it has scratches, and if it has them, are they big, are they small, tiny, or negligible? Or under the hood, they check whether your car has corrosion, whether it has rust, and based on all those factors, they grade these cars. All the way from grade 6, which is a new car that has not covered more than 30k kilometer and is not more than 3 years old. That is a grade S. The car has to be not more than 3 years old and it must not have covered more than 30k kilometer. Below grade 6, we have what now we call grade 5. Any car, regardless of the year of manufacture, can be graded as a grade 5, provided the mileage is not above 50k and it is near perfect condition. One thing you are going to note about grade 5 and grade 6 cars is that these cars are very premium. They are in perfect new condition. These are cars that are about just as good as a zero mileage car. However, they also tend to be quite expensive. And because of this, you find that it's customers who want luxury cars, such as the Audi Q5, Q7, Mercedes, GLE. These are the customers who normally tend to buy grade 5, grade 6, and grade S cars. And grade S, actually, this is a 2024 new model car. This is a car that is not more than 1 year old, and it must not have covered more than 10k kilometers. That is what a grade S is. So it is basically a zero mileage brand new car. Now, in most cases, customers who want mid-level SUVs for personal use, maybe you are looking to buy a Toyota Harrier, a Land Cruiser Prado, or a Mazda CX-5, a Mazda Atenza for your personal use. The right grades are a grade 4, grade 4.5, and grade 5 to some extent. Within these 3 grades, you get a very good car and the cost is reasonable. This is where you find the balance between cost and buying a car that is in premium condition. So for importation, grade 4, 4.5, and grade 5, you cannot go wrong with these choices. Customers whom we have imported these grades, like most of the units you are seeing me offloading in this video, these are grade 4, grade 4.5, and grade 5. And once we hand over these units to the owners, you can even expect them to give us a tip because they'll feel like they got more than they paid for. Now, if you are in the market looking for a car for commercial use, maybe you want a Toyota Hiace to put in the Matatu business or a Toyota Probox to help you deliver or transport products from your farm to the market, the right grades for you are a grade 3.5 and grade 3. Cars in these 3 grades don't have engine problems. They haven't been in an accident. However, they might have some visible scratches. So that is something you need to know. But when you are buying a car for commercial use, there's always the need to balance between the cost of acquiring the asset against how good it looks. Because at the end of the day, if the car is for commercial use, it needs to make economic sense. You need to break even very fast and make profit. So cars within grade 3, 3.5 are good for commercial use. However, if we bring these 2 grades for you and they are for personal use, you would probably need to go take that car for buffing and waxing to remove the tiny scratches and the dents here and there. So for commercial use, grade 3, 3.5 is the right choice. Below those grades, those cars are not good. You would probably need to invest a lot before you can be able to happily use them on the road. There's also grade R, which is a car that has had major engine problems or has ever been in an accident and it has been repaired. I don't like selling grade R because if a car has ever had engine problems or it has ever been in an accident, I cannot be able to confidently tell my clients that this car is going to serve you without issues. But at Best Cars for Sale in Kenya Limited, we give you the true, honest information. You are actually the decision maker. We just facilitate you to make informed decisions by giving you accurate, transparent, and very correct information. So now that you have understood the grading, you'll be able to tell us the exact car you want and the right grades for you. Once you choose the car, we are going to go and bid for it. Once we win, our team in Japan is going to go and manually inspect that car and confirm it is of the right grades and everything is as it was described in the market. In 99% of the cases, what is put in the market is very correct. So now at that point, we just prepare your car and we take it for a mandatory inspection by KEBS. KEBS don't have offices in Japan. Instead, they have outsourced the services of a Japanese company called QISJ, that is Quality Inspection Services Japan, and they are the one who do the inspection on behalf of the KEBS. Some of the things that they check is the odometer reading of the car, the make, the model, year of manufacture, year of registration, chassis, engine number. They also check and confirm that the car is right-handed drive, that is the steering wheel is on the right side. Remember, in Kenya, we keep left, but we drive on the right side. They also check that the car is not more than 8 years old from the date of manufacture. Over and above, they confirm that not more than 1 year has lapsed between the date of manufacture and the date of first registration. If QISJ and KEBS are happy that the unit meets all the legal requirements for foreign used cars importation into Kenya, they issue what is called certificate of roadworthiness inspection. Once you obtain that certificate of roadworthiness inspection, it's actually the first official document that you get for your unit, and you're required to show it at the port of Mombasa when you're now going to claim that you imported the car. Once you are done obtaining the certificate of roadworthiness inspection, the next step is to take the car to the Ministry of Transport in Japan. Again, they'll do another inspection, and once they are happy, they'll issue what is called an export certificate. This is how the export certificate looks like. It shows you the history of your unit for the last 4 years when it was in Japan. In addition, the export certificate is proof that your car was properly bought and sold in Japan, and the government has no reservation. If you want to ship it out of the country, they have authorized you to do so. In other words, the car is not being stolen. Now, we already have two official documents of your car. One, we have the certificate of roadworthiness inspection issued by QISJ on behalf of KEBS. Number two, we have the export certificate, which is issued by the government of Japan. When we have these two documents, we'll now put your car in a carrier and take it to the port. The moment we take the car to the port in Japan, the shipping company does a very thorough inspection. They'll make sure the car is as detailed in the export certificate as well as in the certificate of roadworthiness inspection. Now, once they confirm that everything is okay, they'll also check the odometer reading for you and that it is genuine and the reading is correctly displayed. They'll put the car in the container, put some shock absorber so that even when the ship navigates the waves, your car still remains unscratched, and seal the container. Once that is done, if you are lucky and we find that you are the last person to be loaded into the ship, your car will be here within 28 days. However, if you are a bit unlucky, tuseme wewe si mtu wa kanisa, and we find that you are the first person to be loaded into the ship, your car is going to probably take about 55 days to be delivered to Kenya, because a ship is huge. It can take about 2, 3 to 4 weeks for the cargos to be prepared, packaged, and loaded into the ship. But in most cases, our customers are not usually very lucky or unlucky. They are somewhere in between. And most units, including the ones you can see me offloading on the screen, take about 40 to 45 days, and they are already in the port of Mombasa. That is everything about how we procure the cars on the Japanese side. And in terms of cost, the first cost is what is called the FOB, free on board. This is actually the cost of buying the unit in the auction, just buying it. It hasn't been taken for inspection, the documentation hasn't been done, it hasn't been delivered to the port. That is just the FOB, the actual cost of buying the car. Now, when you add the cost of taking the car for inspection, the documentation, taking it to the port in Japan, shipping it all the way to Kenya, you get what is called the CIF. That is cost, insurance, and freight. Of course, once the cargo is in the ship, it has to be insured. You get what is called marine insurance. And those costs constitute what is called the CIF, cost, insurance, and freight. Those costs are, we call them the Japanese cost, and they can be paid either in Japanese yen, Kenya shilling, or the USD. Now, once your car is in Kenya, there are 3 groups that we need to take care of. Number 1, we are using the port of Mombasa, so we need to pay port charges to the Kenya Ports Authority. We also need to pay the duty, and this is facilitated by Kenya Revenue Authority, KRA, and of course, we need to register the car, so NTSA is involved, and they give you the 3 elements of auto ownership. That is, they give you the logbook, they put the car on the eCitizen platform, and they provide you with the latest number plates. I'm going to edit this video at this point. I'll do the Kenyan side as a separate video. Probably I don't want to make this video very long. I'm going to try and do it soon. But thank you so much for watching. If you are looking to import or buy a car this year, importing with the best cars for sale in Kenya Limited is going to be the best investment decision you are going to make. From me to you, thank you for watching.